Ladies and gentlemen, people of all genders, welcome to episode 18 of the Ep18 podcast. I am Chef, that is
Oleg.
That's Mike Spade with the chef jacket, and today, episode 18, we have a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Red of Red's Barker's Staten Island.
Welcome.
Welcome. How does it feel to be on our podcast?
Oh my God, I'm like so honored.
Oh, honored. Honored is a good thing.
Yes.
You know what else is honoring? Is 146 subscribers. We have 146 people. I'm pretty sure 6 of them are not our friends that listen to this
it's a lot more than
podcast.
6.
We introduced the Meesberia dog, or as Oleg likes to call it,
The Beaner Wiener.
which Red wouldn't say on her site or on her page. Don't think I didn't notice that. But yeah, man, it's the friggin' Beaner Wiener, man, and it went really well. The Birria hot dog. Somebody made a comment. That's not really birria. I'm like, I know. It's my birria. It's not your birria. It's not Mexico's birria. It's friggin' birria, man. It's Mexican pot roast.
Yeah.
And it's going really good,
Yeah,
man. Is it
really
going good?
good.
Well, is
Oh
it
my
going
God,
good?
it's amazing.
It's amazing?
They're like, don't take it off the menu.
It's fucking
It's on the
awesome.
menu.
How stupid
great.
is that? Something we came up. We went out there, shot a
And
couple
the
of reels.
sauce. Oh my God.
And the sauce is good. You can't do anything without the meat sauce.
You gotta
but
have it.
So, real quick, I'm gonna give you guys something to talk about because it just doesn't feel right with me doing this like this. So I have to,
Okay.
I have to do something. But I'm gonna give you guys a topic. The radical reconstruction of the South after the Civil War was neither radical or a reconstruction. So go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna be right back.
What the fuck?
What is going on? I'll be right
How
back,
does that
man.
have anything to do with cooking?
Give me a minute.
Oh my God.
How about instead of doing that, let's just talk about Red. Red.
God.
Some simple questions.
What?
Tell us what possessed you into opening up Red's Barker's.
Actually, my brother had this stand for 10 years. And
Was he a redhead too?
no, he was not.
So it wasn't called Reds.
No, it was not Reds.
Was it blues, browns, greens?
Actually, you know what?
Oh,
I don't even know if he had it.
I figured I couldn't do this episode without.
I fucking love it.
Double trouble time,
I
huh?
freaking love it, man. That
Ladies
was
and gentlemen,
amazing.
2 Reds don't make a right. Here we go.
That's great.
So we're
Wow.
So,
You
So
are
continue.
freaking life.
Real
All right.
Red as
The
opposed
real,
to
I'm the real.
Yeah.
Yep.
So tell us real Red. Yeah, keep going. Bud.
Thanks for killing redheads for me.
Yeah, right?
Used to like them.
I love it.
It's
That's a
better
nice
be
shade of red. Wait.
Be a redhead or a ginger. I mean, I have no soul either way.
I don't think redhead should do bangs.
No,
Anyway,
but that looks good. actually.
yeah, it looks good on him. So tell us about your brother having the
Yeah,
hot
so my
dog
brother
stand.
had the stand for 10 years, and his son, unfortunately, had gotten sick from 9/11, and he couldn't actually deal with continuing it. So I'm like, you know what? What the hell? Let me give it a shot. I mean, I worked on Wall Street for 25 years.
Wow.
And I just
That's a big difference.
totally did a turnaround. I'm like, what is to sell hot dogs?
You go from selling stocks to selling wieners.
There you go.
So it's similar to what you're doing, where you worked all these years as a chef and then flipped it and turned into a mechanic.
Yeah, I went from extreme hot to extreme cold because I work in refrigeration now. So I
Right.
went from being constantly around temperatures of close to 100 and up to right now the general temperature of my place is about 40 degrees.
Nice. Wow. Red could tell us about 40
That's
degree
why I'm moving
weather.
to
Oh my
Florida.
God, I'm out there.
Are you out? You're out there all year long,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Monday through Friday.
Monday
what? 11
through
to
Friday,
6.
11 to 6. I don't know, whenever I want to close.
So what's
6:30.
what's the dress code when you're out there in the middle of the
Fancy T-shirt.
Fancy- What, in the cold or the heat?
in the cold when you're in there in the
I
cold.
just put my coats, I put my sweatshirts, I put layers. You got to just put layers of clothes.
And that's it.
That's it. No jackets. I don't want to feel like the Michelin.
How long? We were talking about this the other day. How long has this cart been in your family?
Oh my God. So this cart, I used to go to this cart when I was a kid. Like a kid going to this guy and getting hot dogs.
And it was originally in Brooklyn, right?
In Brooklyn, off of 13th Avenue in Dyker Heights. And my brother, years later, bought the cart from the man, and the man. And then years later, 10 years later, my brother, like I just said, did it for 10 years. And next thing I told, this cart's been around for like 20 years.
Wow.
And it's definitely an old school cart. We saw it,
Yeah.
I saw the inside of it for the first time, and I was like, how do you
Crap,
even
right? Yeah.
do this?
First
I
of
don't
all,
even know
us
how I
going
did it.
over there and seeing everything, she just kept, all she did was turn around, pull
That's
things out. I said, what is that? And
I got more
you
trays
got a
for
whole,
bananas.
It's
to
like
come out.
it's like the prop bag.
yeah, it was like a black hole. She just kept pulling things out everywhere. I was like, what? How do you fit all these things in
I'm
there?
not even. Yeah, it's amazing.
So
I amaze myself.
We got it is, and they're really great. They're really great. Dirty water dogs, right? I guess
Yeah,
they're dirty
dirty
water
water
dogs.
dogs, yep.
What makes a dirty water dog?
I guess the water's supposed to be dirty.
The water is supposed to be is.
What, so
It's
how
supposed
dirty?
to.
How dirty?
No, some
For
people
the
say
listeners, what do we
what
mean
they
by
do is-
dirty?
Well, they mean that they don't change the water every day.
Okay.
Not me.
No. I was gonna say you can't do that. No, that doesn't.
But that's where the dirty
The dirty,
water.
okay.
Isn't it like
Yeah.
a seasoned water, basically?
Yeah, I mean,
too?
you keep throwing your hot dogs in the water.
Yeah,
it
and
gets
you get-
seasoned from.
They get flavor. It's
Yeah,
hot dog
right.
water, which
Yep.
is great when you chill it for a shot.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, of course. You never had a hot dog Malibu Bakeries? Delicious, bro. Delicious.
No. Pass. Pass.
It's like that Limp Bizkit album, Chocolate Starfish
Yeah,
and the hot
that's
dog
one of my
flavored
favorite.
water.
I love that song.
Definitely not the meaning,
Exactly.
but yeah.
But we were talking off the air. We were talking. We had some ideas for the hot dogs.
That goes to a later tip of the day.
Oh, that's part of the tip of the day. Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
So
cool.
not only does she have hot dogs there, which we call barkers. Why do you call them barkers?
With animal box.
It depends.
Hello.
Yes, a couple of us
but
here. We have a couple of
I gotta
different.
tell you something. I had this old couple when I said that to them. They were like, "You sell dogs?"
Oh, they must
like,
have had you confused, but never mind.
Nope.
Don't
Yeah.
stop that. We won't say that. It would be nice. No, so they're not made out of. So her barkers, being a hot dog, are definitely not made out of dog.
Right.
So they're not.
That
You
was
have
the question.
right.
Wendy set her straight.
I can't.
So
do
they're
it.
not-
Thank you, Wendy.
Down here.
They're not. They're not.
Gotta go.
Like I have to do this all the time.
When was the last time you saw Dave Thomas?
How is Dave?
I am the worst double bacon cheeseburger you could ever find. This is terrible. This is terrible.
It's 2024. This is what Wendy looks like
I
now.
can be whoever I want. Ladies and gentlemen, today I identify as the season autumn. That's what I am going. I'm going by autumn. I'd like to
Yes.
identify as autumn. My pronouns are are the shit. And that's that. And if you don't like what I say, then your pronouns are they're there. It's okay. That's what we're going to do. So not only hot dogs does Red sell, Red has burgers,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
The knish, which I couldn't spell for a whole day. I couldn't figure it out. Oleg was like, how am I the immigrant and I can spell knish and you can't? Which is
And I always tell people, say it.
which is you
Say it.
can't have. Like I told Maureen, I'm like, you can't have it if you can't say it. She's like,
That's
oh,
right.
let's get the
I do.
charcuterie. Nope,
like,
not having that
yeah,
one. No, you
the
can't
truth.
have it. If you can't say it, you can't have it. You have a knish.
Yep.
You have the knick-knack
Patty stack.
patty stack, which is also AKA the Amato.
Yep.
Which is, what is that? Tell your people out here what
What,
is
the
it?
Amato?
The Amato.
That means?
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
The Amato is the guy that actually posted it up that was looking for a knish with a cheeseburger in it. And I'm like, I got it.
You can. So you can really
I
put
do
anything
it.
in
I
a knish.
did it.
We were
It's on
there
the-
the other-
it was
we
on
were-
the menu in
we were
like
there.
2 seconds.
And I get, is his name Amato?
His last name is Amato.
That would explain it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot in your hair. How do you keep this hair on? Thank you. So what else? What else? We do the
So I got the
conditions.
brotato.
We got the brotato. So a brotato, if you guys don't know, it's named after the it's a Staten Island potato. They call it the brotato because out on Staten Island, where we're from, is it's a
Everybody's
brotato.
bro.
It's the bro. It's bro.
Everything's bro.
What's up, bro? Everything's bro now.
Bro.
Even the kids now are like bro. Come on,
that's
but
how
it's
I
a
got
different
it.
bro than we have. We don't do the bro. We do the bro.
So tell us what's inside the brotato.
Anything you
So
want.
we have, I mean, pretty much it starts with chili, cheese, sour cream, chives, bacon bits, and whatever else you want.
Are they regular bacon bits, Red?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
I cook them up. They're not the imitation.
No, they're not
I
the
cook 'em up.
imitation, but are they a special kind of Red's bacon that you make? No, it's not. You don't put
Regular.
the Red's candy bacon
Regular.
on it?
No.
Oh, well, Red does her own candy bacon, and it's really friggin' good. And
Yeah.
we had it the other day, too.
It's good.
And these guys had a knish, if you've seen the reel. They had a knish stuffed with birria, stuffed with
Burger.
Oh
a
my
burger
God.
with cowboy candy, which
good,
is,
right?
what's the cowboy candy?
Cowboy
That's
candy.
the jalapenos that I make.
Jalapenos. She's so
They're
listen.
the
Not only
sweet
hot
pickled
dogs, she's
jalapenos.
jalapeno business, man. That's it. We do it right at Reds. I'm shedding. I'm shedding. So real quick, not to get off of hot dogs, but I wanted to get onto something that's probably as sensitive as the Civil War comment I made, and that's with. That's what people in the kitchens, man. Just because, real quick, I want to throw this out there because we've said this a lot of times, man. And Anthony Bourdain, you know, listen, a professional kitchen is the last refuge for the misfit. Facts. We know we're
That's
we're
kind of
misfits.
why I got into
And
it
it's
years ago.
exactly why I got into it, because I didn't fit in anywhere else, and this is why I'm still in it, is because where I belong. It's a place for people with bad pasts to find a new family. That is 100% correct. That is the kitchen industry. That has been the kitchen industry. Unfortunately, this industry has changed.
Yeah.
So now, not only is the corporate world part of it, where you have to, watch what you say, and I get that, things that's how it is now. But a kitchen coming up in the '90s was, I could say whatever the fuck I wanted to, and nobody was getting offended by it. Now, again, we pull things from social media. For those who don't know, this is an unscripted podcast. So we come up with things, minutes
fly.
before. We didn't even know Red was coming here today until she showed up at the basement door.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing. Anyway, and I had this wig. But she...
Doinky thing.
This is a coinky thing. But
We should ask Noreen why he has a red wig.
Yeah. Really.
what do you really want to know? So
No,
I
you know what? Never mind.
Wait a second, because I'm going to tell you how this red wig came about. Because I was very upset. So I came home today, and I know we have
Pegging?
we have a. Fuck you, sis. Get the fuck out of here, pegging. This isn't a Peggy wig. Anyway,
Definitely looks like
so
one.
I came home today, and I'm looking, and I come in, and my wife's sitting at her desk, and I'm like, "Where's the pink wig?" Because we have a pink wig. So I have a pink wig because my wife has pink and purple hair at different times. So I took it with us to Puerto Rico, and that's just the pink wig. She's like, "I got rid of it." I'm like, you got rid of it? So those who don't know, we're moving, and my wife's packing boxes, and she's like, "Yeah, I was downsizing because the wig took up so much fucking space."
Because you got them mounted on the head. It does take up.
I was literally upset. She's like, "What's the wig for?" I'm like, "Red's coming to the podcast, and I need a prop." So I was going to use the pink wig. So on my way to get Oleg, I'm like, Party City, wig it on. So
Really?
I
That's
literally
the stop that you made? I'm like, oh, he's getting drugs. I was expecting better of you. I was like, he's getting something cool. No.
Road sodas,
good
I
one.
picked
I like
that
this
up. But
one.
yeah, I had to get the wig. And then, even to make the story even better, I paid one price for it and then noticed it was another price as I walked back out and went back in. I was like, no, this is supposed to be this price, so credit me. So I got a $13 credit from Party City. You guys are
Amazing.
bomb. So that's the story of the wig. So yes, I did come home with a plan to put on the pink wig, but it wasn't there, so I got myself a red wig. And I'm rocking that
Noreen,
shit,
when
baby.
you watch this, or when he gets home, don't throw out the wig and say we're downsizing because he paid a couple.
No,
of
this
bucks
is
for
staying
it.
here. This is going on the deserter trophy.
Oh,
This is
okay.
our deserter trophy for all you people and you sensitive people in the industry, like I was just talking about, who all of a sudden have feelings. So again, somebody had said, we've been called bootlickers and the old school, and that's not how it is. And I get that's not how it is, but still, man, a kitchen should be a
That's
refuge
the
for
whole
misfits.
thing. Like somebody in one of the little groups that we're in kind of explained it. It's so the thing is, a lot of the people left during the pandemic, and the ones that either stayed or got into the industry are complete newcomers that are like, let me reinvent the wheel and let me try to get treated like a human in an industry that I have no ground to stand on.
Well, because you get a chef jacket, and
Exactly.
automatically
Yeah.
you are
They think they're a chef if they get a jacket, and they don't understand about working your way up. They think just because they watched a couple shows, seen some things, now they could be a full-time chef, and they're not going to work their way up, and they think they have all these rights that somebody who's a seasoned veteran in the kitchen would have.
Well, but that's the thing, you know, somebody who is a seasoned veteran gets to work with some of these people, and they don't have the ethic, and they don't do the job like some of us old heads would do, or us lifers. I haven't said that in a few episodes. But that's where the sensitivity comes in, because now everybody needs a safe space. So not only are you sauteing, 15 dishes at one time, and you work in the center of the pass, and you're putting plates together, but you gotta wonder if you gotta watch your mind if you say, "Yo, hurry up! Where the fuck is that dish?" To Susie, who's really Max, who identifies as a toaster, but it's Wednesday, and you can't say that to her because now he's mad. That's the industry. That's what it's become. And it shouldn't be, because the kitchen industry is an industry of misfits. It's an industry of derelicts. It's an industry of people that are broken on the inside. And that's where we go, just to be ourselves. So listen, man, if you're out there and you're listening, leave the kitchen industry as it is. Stop. You don't need
Just
a safe
keep your
space. Go in the
workspace
walk-in.
clean and keep it going.
Yeah,
you know?
man. Don't throw your towel on the cutting board. Don't be a dick, and just get through the shift and know that these people are there for the same reason, man. We're all broken on the inside, and we're all there to do one job. That's to create amazing plates or amazing hot dogs. Yeah. Which,
like, the pandemic made us all realize the fact that we're not one big happy family.
no, we're not one big happy family.
Because the owners look at all the employees, including management, as disposable employees and disposable humans. So, like, to them, like, if they fire somebody, there's a whole bunch of other people trying to get in to their space, So,
yeah, there's always nobody's indisposable.
Yeah.
Nobody's indisposable these days, especially in our industry. It's just you can find any schmuck to
yeah,
throw
exactly.
on a fryer.
Nowadays,
I've hired schmucks to just throw on a fryer and be like, "Here, do this."
5 years ago, it was so much easier getting a job. Now there's so many overqualified people that are willing to take a position lower than their worth. I could say the same thing, like
Just to get
by for the time
100%.
being.
You gotta pay your bill somehow, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I worked 6 days a week, 12 plus hour days, like when I had to, just to make do until I found a better job. Like now I'm lucky that I get to work 4 days a week and make more than I did in the 6 days a week that I was working. And now I'm not a fancy chef. Now I'm a grease monkey, but hey, I'm still working with my hands.
That's it, and that's the whole creative part. But yeah, I definitely wanted to bring that up. Sensitivity in the industry. Don't be a pansy, man. It's the restaurant industry. If you're in a restaurant, it's not corporate, and you say shit, fuck, poo, you suck. Don't get mad and don't go report somebody. That's just stupid. That's not what the restaurant industry is about.
Well, what about the stand industry, Red?
Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Red, how many times? All right. So now listen. So now Red runs a great business. They have a great business, and we go there a lot. A lot of the guys, a lot of the friends that we know stop by there. A lot of people, everybody comes by there. Red's a communal place. She set up the cart set up, and you have picnic tables, and it's a really cool hangout spot. And we're going to be doing a lot of that in the next 30 days before I leave. But have you ever had anybody? You ever get annoyed at people? You have to get annoyed at people. You have to get annoyed at people. And we did some research, and as you know, Oleg does a lot of his research, and we found out, is it true that you actually have a spray bottle filled with dirty water from the hot dogs that you spray customers that annoy you, like an annoying cat?
I gotta show you something.
More props. This is going to be a great episode, ladies and gentlemen. She brought the spray bottle.
That's it.
It's not
Red,
just a
annoy
myth.
me.
It's a
Go ahead.
fact.
It's just a myth. It's a fact. And if you guys know
Annoy me,
Oleg,
you're getting
from
sprayed
the
in the
from the
face.
from the Crocs to the Pozole being made out of people, he does
in the
his
face.
research and he knows his facts. And for fact,
Yes.
Red has a spray
Yeah.
bottle. So if
Got
you
the
annoy
spray
Red at the
bottle.
cart, you
That's
are
it.
getting
Getting
sprayed like a
sprayed
kitty
with the hot
cat.
dog water.
And it's so weird. It's such an oxymoron. You're gonna get sprayed like a bad cat at the wiener stand.
Wow.
That's not
that.
made out of hot dogs.
That was great.
The fact that people do think that it's made out of dogs is.
Well,
I
that
know,
would be
yeah, that's-
that would be
yeah.
something else. How much do you enjoy what you do?
Oh my
Because
God.
I know as a
wish I would have done this 25 years ago.
instead
Really?
of instead
I
of
wish.
instead
On
of
Wall-
Wall
yeah,
Street or whatever. I
100%.
mean, listen,
I
it's
love
a
dealing
lot
with
less
people.
stress and all that, but
It's really not, but it's just dealing with people out in the public. I just love dealing with people and
Scheduling your
jobs,
hours.
my hours, and it's just my own thing.
but it's fun.
Fun.
You have a
All
good
day
time every
long.
time you do it, and that's when you have a job shouldn't be work.
No,
Right.
It should be
something to
fun.
enjoy.
You should enjoy going there. You know, you have whatever you have.
See, for her, it's fun because she's her own owner operator. Like, she may be the wiener queen. I used to be the sausage king when I used to
Like
years
the
ago.
sausages.
Years ago, I used to work for a German deli in the city. One of the last German delis in uptown, called Shallow Weber. And they opened up a sausage stand outside of their deli. And I did a few promos for them, and a couple. I worked a few shifts, and for me, it wasn't my cup of tea because, especially working in because the place was by like Third Avenue and like I think 82nd Street, somewhere around there. So there was too many uptown yuppies that
Oh yeah.
yeah,
just made it not fun anymore when you're trying to serve like white wurst and other things, and they're just being hipsters about it.
That's because you didn't have any vegan options.
Or any IPAs.
no, like you
No,
can't
that's
have a
true.
vegan
I get
option.
people
Well,
asking
apparently
me
you can
that.
have a vegan. Do you have a vegan? What do you do?
I
You
do,
do
no,
a
no.
vegan thing, right?
Well, the only thing I have is what the knish.
The knish with
Yeah.
all the vegetables on it. It's like you order McDouble at McDonald's.
I do
Can I have
get
it
people
vegan? They give you
asking
2
me.
pickles.
They do ask.
You can't come to a hot dog
No, I
stand and
can
be
have
like,
truck
"Do you have a
drivers and
vegan
then-
wiener?"
No.
It doesn't. Those don't even.
I think they do have them, just like they have the Impossible Burger. I'm
Right.
sure they,
They
have
do
the
have
they
the
got
Impossible
that,
Impossible
yeah.
sausage. I used to promote them. It's terrible.
Yeah, no.
Not only did
I don't think
Oleg start TikTok with his grilled cheeses, but he also promoted vegan wieners.
Did you?
You are a man of many talents, my friend. Many
I
talents.
used to when I used to do promotions, and I worked did third party promotions, working for experimental marketing. We did promos for the Economist magazine, and the thing that you would get as a hook on get you to stop would be the vegan fake meats. So we had a promo run where we did the burger patties that we served on a pretzel bun, which was the only saving grace of the entire thing, which was the pretzel bun. But the other thing we had the Impossible sausage, the Impossible dogs, and
Did you get a lot of people?
we got a lot of people. But the thing is, like,
Do you think they named them Impossible because they're impossible to sell?
no,
Or
they were
because-
they were
'cause they never-
selling
they
pretty
never
good,
go.
but I don't know, like they were just terrible.
Yeah,
they're,
it's not-
they're,
it's-
they're terrible for you.
It's like just eat sauce. The sodium in them is.
There's
Through the roof.
the sodium and fat in those was worse than the actual meat that they were trying to replace, because they admitted that they weren't a replacement. They were just a vegan option for fast food. So like if you okay with eating junk food, so now you're eating vegan junk food, you know, because it
Sort
was,
of how like McDonald's said, "Oh, we have salads now."
yeah, basically, you know.
Right.
But it was terrible. Like it smelled like hot dog food, and you could smell when I used to cook, you could smell it a block or two away. It used to.
Yeah, they got to have some kind of funk to it because they used like a soylent, like globule to imitate the fat in it and so
So,
forth. That's what the Impossibles claim to fame
The
was.
Impossible Burger, they used 4 different oils and fats to
It's vegan.
To add to it, and they used
Eat a fucking
beet
carrot.
coloring for the color, and they used a few other things, but they were one of the few ones that claimed that their meat was able to bleed whatever fake shit.
That
they
was
put
weird
on.
because it did. It
did.
did. I remember
It was
cooking
weird.
Impossible Burgers like the first time.
Bro,
and
I
was
sent you videos of it jumping. Remember when I sent you the patty jumping around?
No way.
Yeah.
It was
Long, it was many, many moons ago.
God.
I got a stomach ache somehow.
Why?
the Impossible food.
The
was
Impossible
weird.
Burger gave me
Yeah,
a
the
Yeah.
Impossible
indigestion right
Burgers.
now.
Will you ever
I got
sell?
agita.
Will you ever sell anything impossible?
No, never.
No,
Ever.
that's it. You heard it. You heard it from Red
Never.
herself.
You're never gonna get it.
The Barker Queen. Never, ever are you
Ever.
gonna get a vegan hot dog at Red's Barkers because there's no such thing. It's like buying a dog and getting a cat instead because you don't want a dog. You can't do that. Things just don't fucking work, man. If you're gonna
No
eat
way.
meat, eat meat. If you want to eat meat and pretend you don't eat meat, then eat meat.
That's what I
Cultivate,
never
that's it. I mean-
understood about the whole the people that want to eat substitute meat. Like, if you want to be vegan, be full vegan. Eat salads. Eat healthy things. Why are you trying to eat things that are just replacement of the things they used to eat? Like, if
But
you,
that's the problem. That's the problem because they want to eat a burger, but they can't
Why?
because they want
Because they don't fit into society.
right.
Or that's the
But there are
way
so
that
many
is.
recipes of straight up vegetable only
Right.
food.
yeah, I've made
Right.
burgers
So-
just
Right.
out of vegetables.
right.
And
That
you
could
guys-
be healthy,
You
but
guys
they don't
remember
do that.
a really cool thing that was before the Impossible Burgers and all that? It was called a veggie burger.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Made out of mushrooms
Hello.
and carrots.
Made
and
out of mushrooms, carrots,
It's a
black
drink.
beans, and
black beans and
Yes, I
beans
love
for
black
color.
beans.
That,
Yeah.
that was
fucking
it.
word I can't say. What is the word?
Quinoa.
Thank you.
Quinoa.
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 But those are good. I
But
like
yeah,
them.
and it was that and vegetable protein, and now they're trying to replace every vegetable protein with insect protein because somehow insect protein
Real.
is a loophole that vegans are like, oh, it's not real meat.
That's because it's an insect.
There you go.
How many insects
Yeah.
does it take to make a real meat?
Oh
But
man.
I mean, is it?
Oh
Is
my
it
God,
have you ever seen
right.
you never seen a cow cricket? So how can you get meat from an insect? It's just cricket. I mean,
It's like almond
turn-
milk. It doesn't have nipples,
yeah,
right?
you can't
Okay,
milk anything.
anyway.
Almond milk is nut water. Cashew milk
Yeah.
is nut water, and soy milk is just regular milk that wants to be Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Miesen podcast. Red,
Yeah.
when I say why should people come to Red's Barkers instead of anywhere else on Staten Island to get a hot dog, why?
Because I have specialty hot dogs.
We have specialty hot dogs. She has. I included myself. She has specialty hot dogs.
He's a partner all
No,
of a
I
sudden.
give all my love.
Not only
My
that, man.
love, my happiness and
Listen, you know,
personality.
Scott and I talk all the time, and you know, and Red and I've been talking a lot, and she's always cooking something. She's always working on her chili or working on something every night. She goes from 11 to 6. Her and her son, you know, help pack up the truck. She goes home. She preps for the next day. There's just a lot of love put in these hot dogs, and you won't get any other hot dog. I don't care if you sell it from a school bus, from a parking bus, from a stand where you're just standing on the corner. That's why they call it a stand, because you're just standing there. But you're not going to get no other hot dogs like Red Barkers.
So it's legit a family spot because it's you and your son, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
So he's
He
going
helps
to get-
out. He does all my social media. He's
Nice.
really good.
oh, he's on the tech side.
He's
He's,
on the
not
tech
on the
side.
he's not on the
He
hot
help-
dog side.
Nah. He helps. He helps set up. He helps break down. But he's
Nowadays, the
more
tech
social
side is
media.
more important.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
He's,
it.
he's really good with that.
Tech side makes it. I don't know. What else do you guys got for this week on Wienerville?
I don't know. I want Red to tell us something that has happened to you that you feel is a good story to say. Something that, you know, you thought was funny or something that happened to you, a customer.
Scott's in
something.
the background doing to you like I do to Oleg when I'm trying to get him to know, and I write it in the air, and he never gets it.
Oh, what about the hot dogs when I throw the hot dogs by accident?
You
or-
throw hot
or
dogs?
no, or the
Have you ever thrown a hot dog at a customer because you got so
God, that
pissed
would be
off?
great.
Right?
You should put a
Right.
wiener on a stick and just whack people when they get in a line.
no. Sometimes I'll get a gush of wind and it'll take the whole tray, the boat, and it'll just pick up the whole hot dog and fly.
So by a boat, Red
Flies
doesn't
up
mean that her hot dogs
sauerkraut.
come in a boat. The boats are
There you go.
1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound boats. They're the little red and white, little red
Little,
white
like,
containers that we
checkered,
put
right,
stuff in. Yeah.
And a wind will come and it'll just knock the whole right in your face.
So you've had flying wieners.
Flying wieners.
Nice, nice.
I've
There's
had.
not-
So
I've
she's
had-
like that meme where they're just throwing hot dogs
I
out of
think I've seen a
things.
movie like that before.
I've had customers take this so like crazy people.
What, throw it at you?
No, not
Oh!
at me. Where they were.
This hair, man. You need to get a haircut.
Speaking of crazy people, wait a second.
God.
So Red's is in front of a nursery. So it's in front of a nursery, lumberyard / whatever it is, and there's a very Mexican clientele behind it. Red is right up against the fence, and she cut out a takeout window. So now all you see every once in a while is a bunch of guys coming up and they move the curtain out of the way and they stick their face to the hole and they're like,
No, the best.
Dos peros.
man,
Dos peros.
No, this is how it started. No, this is how it started. They would go like this.
So Red's is behind the nurse, in front of the nursery, and to make things easier so that the workers could come up and order hot dogs, they cut a hole in the fence. And this is Red's takeout window. They literally come up here. This is where we sold our first 2 Beaner wieners today. We really did. They came right through here and said, can I get a wiener? And Red was like, we got birria wieners. They were like, what? Let me get one. He got one. He said, oh, give me 2. He can't get another one. Little hands were coming through the fence. It was like the rebirth of Slick. And that's the hole in the fence for the and then he disappeared. They go out. But that's the hole for the workers. That's Red's takeout.
Meow.
The
They would
origin
get-
story.
They would meow.
Because they didn't know it was a
I'm
dog
like,
to
what the,
bark.
wait, I'm like, what the fuck? Is there a cat around here? So I'm looking. I'm looking
Amazing.
for a cat. I'm like, I hear this guy meowing behind me. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Where's this freaking cat at?
I'm not going to tell you the reason why they meowed, but go ahead
Yeah, I
with your
can
story.
imagine. I was like, no, stop with that shit.
Go ahead.
So next thing you know, they made a hole. They cut out the fence, and hot dogs go through the fence.
They're good with
there.
fences.
And we have a video, yes. So,
Oh, you
ladies
got
and
the
gentlemen,
video.
ladies and gentlemen,
So
that's
they
what it's-
use their skill from jumping the border to get their hot dogs to jump
All
over
day
the.
long. The other day, the
Got
guy
it.
was throwing rocks. I'm like,
Oh,
yo,
no,
what are
don't
you
let them
doing?
throw rocks.
Yeah,
you
no,
call,
they
you
didn't,
call
yeah.
us. We'll go
No,
back there and
no.
throw friggin'
I
bats at
opened the
them.
door like a
Don't
maniac.
do that.
Doing.
So anyway, they were meowing because it's a cat call.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying. Right?
Yeah, but
Don't let them do.
that's
We'll
not-
put up a
no,
sign.
that-
No
no,
more
that-
meowing,
no,
or you
that's
get your.
stop.
You get your.
But we
I'm
got to
like,
write it in
wait,
Spanish.
but in
You
the
get-
beginning, I'm like, I hear a freaking cat, man. What
You
the
get force-fed hot dogs like pate. You keep on fucking meowing at Red.
Meow.
Ladies
Yeah,
and
so-
gentlemen, that is it. I think that's the end. No, it's never it. Why? Because Oleg's here with his friend Scott, and they gotta have one more thing before they leave. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the podcast where we do
Just
a
a
tip
tip
with
with
Oleg. That was good. 18
We were
episodes,
almost
haven't
in
been
unison.
able to
Look
do
at
that. What's your tip, Oleg?
So for this week, I searched the interwebs high and low to find some kind of hot dog hack.
Oh boy.
Hot dog hack.
I hope Red knows about these.
And there were plenty
I
of
do.
hot dog hacks, but there were not that many hot dog hacks that involved dirty water dogs. So I found a hack that is help to elevate your dirty water experience.
Red's all ears.
Let's
Look at her.
hear
She's
this.
like, ooh, I want to hear
wanna
this.
now.
So, I don't know if you ever done this or heard of this, but one of the ways to try to elevate the taste of a dirty water dog, because you pre-boil it before, right?
Right.
So when you're pre-boiling, what you do is instead of using regular water, you get chicken or beef stock, and
I've done it.
and you use that to add extra flavor into it.
Don't cut them off.
What?
Don't cut them off on the
But
tip.
she's giving it legitimacy.
The hell?
No, it is a legitimate
No,
She,
agenda.
no,
she's
right.
approving the fact that it's
But-
a
It
thing.
is.
Yeah.
But could I say one
Of
thing?
course, yeah.
No, you're done.
So-
Anyway, no, just kidding.
Listen, but it can become a little salty.
Of course, that was his concern
This was
too.
the conversation we were having: is
Yeah.
using a stock or a base. The more you
It
let
could-
something
can
roll,
if you do, but if you do it like in in the thing beforehand and afterwards when it's swimming in the regular water, it'll kind of dilute the flavor.
Right, of course.
But I'm sure in the first, so you'll use a low sodium
Yeah, you
beef
have
broth.
to, yeah, no, I definitely have
Yeah.
tried that.
ladies and gentlemen, that is the basic term of a dirty water dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really is. Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and
Thank you
gentlemen,
guys
big
for
round of
having
applause
me.
for Red. Check her
Thank
out.
you, thank you,
She's on
thank
Off
you.
the Kill Road, Staten
27.
Island. What, there's an address?
Yeah, 2777.
Outside the nursery. 2777 Off the Kill Road, outside the nursery with the creepy guys that meow, and right across from Lowe's.
Red, anything else you want to add
Anything
in?
else
You
you
want
wanna
to say
say?
anything else?
No, I'm good right now.
Did you have fun? Was it
I
fun?
had-
Was
I
that
had a
nervous? I
blast,
told you,
no.
there's nothing written down
No,
or
no,
anything.
this
You
is
saw
great.
us writing it down as
No,
we
no.
sat here.
This is really good.
This
Thank
is
you.
what it is.
Thank you for having me.
I have no deserter award, but just know this is coming. This is like the Oscars of the Mies and podcast. So don't desert your job because you're a slob and that's it. And you got to stay neat and wash your feet. I'm Chef. That's Oleg.
Cheers.
That's Mike Spade. Was it? I'm Chef. That's
Oleg.
that's Mike Spade. This is
Red.
Red from Red's Barkers. Scott's in the corner. We'll see you for episode 19 where we talk about the Queen of Dun Dun Dun. See you on episode 19, guys.